Okay, I'm going to be presenting the DD Train training map for movement that I made because some new players were asking to have a place to practice their strafe jumping and circle jumping. So first thing you want to do is download the map, the RBE file, and then you go to your Diabotical game folder. And if you haven't edited maps before, you're going to have to make a new folder inside the Diabotical folder called Maps and put the map file inside that folder. Then you launch your game like so, and bring down the console with the tilde key, type edit, space, and then the name of the map, which is DD Train 01. Now you'll be loaded in the map. Notice I'm floating around. So in the editor, you press F4 to toggle editing and playing. And there's a bindable key in your settings in more controls, and then editing. There's a key for fly, no clip. Make sure that's bound so you can toggle between floating around and having gravity. So in the edit mode, the toggling flying only works when you're in the edit mode. So go to edit mode and then hit your fly key to make sure you have gravity, right? Then you can hit F4 again and you'll be in play mode. And now you can run around on this map unlimited with limited warm-up time so you can practice. So there's 3 parts to this map. First section is over here on the right. It's the circle jumps. So these platforms are meant to be circle jump practice with a single jump to get to each platform, and they go gradually wider and wider as you go down. So you start with 1 and practice your circle jumping. I won't go over like how to do this stuff because there's other tutorials for that, but basically run a tight circle on the ground and flick in the air to gain speed. So as you practice that, you'll be able to do more and more wider gaps. So basically, practice by working up the gaps until you find the sort of the longest one that you can do, right? And then try that for a while until you finally make it. Or if it's too hard, just move back 1 and practice doing that one over and over again. You can go back and forth like this. Try both sides so you get used to both sides. I think a lot of people I talk to right now, they're maxing out around somewhere between 10 and 14. So you'll find probably your upper limit somewhere on this first stretch here. But if you are really good for some reason and you want to keep practicing, there is a hidden area after 14 that you can use to keep practicing. Or if you're on race physics, then doing these jumps is easier, so you might want to practice over here. This goes up to 20, and pretty sure on normal physics it's possible to do 20 in 1 jump. But if you also want to practice doing them in 2 jumps, you can do that. You can practice like that as well. So that's the circle jump section. This will take you back. Now, the second section is for practicing more like day-to-day movement that you're going to do in the maps, which is basically chaining circle jumps together. So there's some hallways here. And you also have, of course, the dodge and diabotical. So this hallway here that runs from left to right, you can practice the dodge using the dodge to do 180s. So if you jump down this hallway, by the time you get to the end, your dodge should be off cooldown. You'll be able to do a quick 180 by turning in the air, then hitting the dodge key before you land. So you can sort of go back and forth. And there's this branch off here that you can practice sort of doing L-shaped versions of that if you want. I find you do that a lot on actual maps in the game, so that's something to practice. And then this longer corridor is for practicing sort of irregular chaining of your strafe jumps or your circle jumps together. So if you practice going back and forth through this hallway, you'll probably get a good sense of the rhythm that you're going to have to use in most of the maps in Diabotical. So that's the second section of the map. Third section is strafe pad runs. So this is for practicing your high-speed strafe jumping. And the numbers are referring to your speed. So if you go into your editor and go into your HUD editor and make sure you have the speedometer element up here, speed, I don't know where it is, but drag that onto your HUD so you can see your speed. And this is the speed you're going to be targeting to complete the run. So for 730, you notice that I'm up to 680 now, 750. So once you're up to the target speed, you don't even have to accelerate anymore to finish the run. So that's how I labeled them. There's 4 runs right now, and they get progressively harder. So practice the one that you can do and keep coming back, and you should be able to measure your progress that way. That's basically the map. So yeah, have fun with it. Let me know if you have any feedback, but I'm gonna be probably letting it sit for now because I think it's in a usable state. So if you do want to edit it or add on to it, feel free to do that, and just let me know what you do and how you make it work for you. And yeah, play around. There's a secret on the map, so you can have fun trying to find that if you want. But anyway, that's it. Cheers.